All right, let's see if this works this time. Hey guys, anybody there? Do we have any viewers? We had to switch devices here. So sorry, all our equipment overheated. You know, I'm from El Paso, Texas. We're in the desert and I'm used to it and I don't think about it. I'm just used to being hot all the time and sweating. And I think everyone else out here playing is too. So, so sorry, our equipment overheated. You can see my setup here. I have a computer down there, and I have some other stuff, camera, like a nice webcam. I'm having to use my phone now, just my iPhone. Hey, Kimberly's on, Lori's on. We're just gonna have to do YouTube. Sorry, our other software's not working. For those of you guys that have questions, we'll keep going. I'm so sorry that we didn't get to answer all those questions. We had so many lined up. I apologize. Oops. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Can somebody let me know if you can hear me? Let's see, we got Lauren Shade. Beatrice Cortez says yes. Okay, fantastic. Great. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, Kimberly. Thank you all for your patience. I apologize. We had a lot of technical issues. For those of you guys just coming back on, we just everything overheated. We're out in the sun. I don't know how hot it is. I don't even look anymore. It's always 100 here in El Paso. Once May comes, it hits 100 degrees plus. Today's actually a mild day, but it's still hot enough for all my equipment to overheat. So there you go. Becky says she can hear us from Scotland. Fantastic. If you guys catch us on the replay, sorry those of you guys who are on Instagram and on Facebook, but we're here for YouTube for sure. Well, if you guys have any questions, let's get to it. Come on, ask me some questions. I'm here. I got like another 20 minutes or so before we got to jump off. They're still going. They don't want to let me play. So what questions do you guys have that I can talk about? I saw somebody ask a question about the most common injury for pickleball, and honestly I can't say. I haven't really seen anybody who's had like an accident injury. What I see is people saying they have shoulder pain and knee pain and hip pain and back pain. Probably knee pain is the biggest one that I see, is people having like achy knees afterwards, and it's usually because of a muscle imbalance, and they're just off. They're just setting it off whenever they're playing pickleball. The cool thing about pickleball is there isn't a whole lot of running, as you can see. It's just like you take a few steps. I mean, maybe trot forward a little bit, trot backwards a little bit, but the court is smaller than tennis, so it's easier. All right, we got some questions coming in. Fantastic. Neha Pant says, can electro stimulation machine could be used to reduce swelling if ACL meniscus surgery is done using peak bioscrew? The electrical stimulation machine isn't supposed to help with swelling. I don't know of any research that talks about that. I don't know of any healthcare practitioners that are using it for that. They're usually using it to activate muscles and for pain relief, but not for reducing swelling. Indirectly, I guess you can get some swelling reduction if you have more like lymph related, because when you activate the muscles, it helps to push lymph tissue along, lymph fluid along. So maybe that can help, but it's not. You're better off getting some movement, and that's probably what's going to help you the most. So I hope that helps, Neha. You gotta get some easy movement, and like tailgate swings is often really, really good as long as you can do that without pain. All right, Laura Shade has a question. She says, I have MCL problem. What do you suggest? So MCL is a medial collateral ligament. That is a ligament on the inside of your knee. It means you need to be in a brace. I would treat it just like an ACL injury, because you're going to lose stability in the knee just like you would with an ACL. And so you need to brace it and let it rest. You might even need to be on crutches, offload it so that it heals. Just give it its time to heal. Once it heals, now it's time to go start doing exercises and make sure you're strengthening the right muscles, which is usually going to be your glutes, your feet, your abdominal muscles as well, and then start to get back to activities as usual. But if that inner knee starts to hurt again, you might need to get back in the brace and start offloading again or take it easy. All All right, who's next here? We got Jason Moniz. Oh, just to let you guys know too, like it's still hot. So my phone is doing okay, was overheating as well. In case we cut out, it's the heat, and I'll better prepare next time with an umbrella and things to cool, something to cool things down. So I apologize. First time out in the courts. We're trying something new. Jason Muniz says, thoughts on collagen supplements. It can help. It might help you out. It might be beneficial. It might not be. You have to try it out and see. There's no like hard research that shows, yes, absolutely, it's going to help you out. It's a matter of trial and error at this point. You've got to figure it out. Get yourself some glucosamine, chondroitin. There's MSM as well. Hyaluronic acid supplements you can take too. And collagen is another one of those. But you can't rely on that stuff to fix, a joint problem. You still have to make sure you manage the mechanical side of it, which is why I talk so much about glute strengthening and foot strengthening, all the muscle imbalances. That's what needs to happen along with getting all the building blocks to support proper joint health. All right, now we have Mahalakshmi. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to say that. Mahalakshmi says, hello from Luxembourg. Great to have you on here. I appreciate you guys showing up, those of you guys in Europe on the other side of the world. Khalid Alam says, I have osteoarthritis in both hands, hips, and knees. What would you recommend? Geez, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Khalid. You got to start strengthening the root muscle imbalances. So the weakest muscles in the root muscle imbalance. We just pre-launched the hand arthritis recovery program today, so it's not going to be available for use just yet. We're putting the finishing touches on it. I've finished recording the videos. My staff's just like editing things and making sure that everything looks clean on the website. But we opened it up for pre-sale at a discount right now. So if you're interested in the hand arthritis recovery program, go to our homepage. Check out the link in our bio here on our YouTube page, and you'll find the hand arthritis recovery program. And where you can pre-order, or if you don't want to do that, that's cool. You can also sign up for the wait list. And then we also do have a knee arthritis recovery program and a hip arthritis recovery program, Khalid. And it's not open for enrollment, but we have phase 1 for free. You can also find that on our website. So that'd be my number one recommendation, is go start there. We also have tons of videos on YouTube. The gist of it, without getting into too many details, is you probably are going to have to get stronger when it comes to hip and knee arthritis. You're going to have to get stronger in your glutes. You're going to have to get stronger in your foot muscles. And you got to figure out where you're at. You might not even know how to activate your glutes. You got to start there. If you can't activate your glutes, then you got to start getting them more active in everyday activities like walking. Once you can do that, you should already be having less and less knee pain. Then you need to start to strengthen the glutes so that they work really, really well whenever you're exercising. Because then you got to be exercising on a consistent basis and keeping that strength up so that your hips and knees are happy. All right, hope that helps you, Khalid. Mr. Brown says, are the machines you turn with both arms good for impingement? I'm not sure which machine you're talking about. You turn it with both arms. I'm thinking like a chest fly, like that one. If that's what you're talking about, like a chest fly machine, I would not use that for impingement. No, sir. I would be doing overhead reaching exercises. I don't know where to put this. Just hold it like that. Overhead reaching exercises, making sure that you shrug your shoulders, get your shrugging muscles involved, because that's what's going to reduce the impingement. I hope that helps, Mr. Brown. Okay, Khalid says thank you. You're welcome, Khalid. Danu Jingalala